Well, I live in mid-Michigan. It's a farming community, and we still have quite a few old wooden hip roof barns. And my brother-in-law and my sister own one, and they're redoing it. And they asked me to recreate some of the decorative woodwork that's way at the very, very top of the barn above some windows. Because up there, they always had these big windows up there, because in old days when they put hay up there, they open up the windows and stuff. I'll show you real quick outside what I kind of got here. Okay, so this is in a bit of my truck. These are the old pieces, which it's mostly there, but there are some missing pieces. So this is the pieces I got to work with. This is going to be used for a template, basically. With these pieces, I can pretty easily recreate it. And I'm just going to lay this out on the plywood and I got to make two of these, one for each end of the barn. So this should be a pretty quick and easy project. There's no joinery. Basically, it's just going to be figuring out the design exactly and cutting out two of those patterns on the plywood, which is going to create some. I use a jigsaw for part of it, maybe a bandsaw for part of it. We'll just have to see as we go along. But I'm just going to take you along. It's a quick, easy project. Sometimes when you do woodworking, you're asked to do complicated projects and sometimes very simple projects. But it's pretty easy, just a plywood cut out, and then I'll sand it down so there's no sharp edges on it or anything like that. And then my brother-in-law or my nephew, somebody's going to paint it. And they'll paint it white, and then they'll reinstall it because he's got a nice big lift he's rented to paint the barn. And they're going to redo the whole barn. Basically, they're painting the barn and fixing any woodwork that needs to be fixed, putting screws in places where nails came out. It's a barn that's over 100 years old, so it's a good restoration of the barn. And once it's done, I'm sure the barn will be good for another 100 years or so. So I'm happy to do it, happy to help them out. So let's get busy. Okay, as you saw so far, I had to pull some nails out in order to get the old pieces to lay flat on this piece of plywood. So this was made originally out of tongue and groove. It looked like it's like 8-inch tongue and groove. But it takes quite a few nails to install on the top of the barn. So we thought we'd just go with plywood on this one, the modern conveniences. And so this is what I got so far, but I just got to work out the exact shape, because like all old things, these pieces are probably well over 100 years old. Looks like it's pine. There's some missing pieces, so I have to kind of smooth out the curves. And like right down here, this piece comes down to the bottom also. So I have some missing pieces, but I have enough here to figure it out, which is the really cool thing to do with projects like this, kind of restoring, recreating. To think about, many years ago, some carpenters, some craftsmen have built this barn and made this nice detail to put above the windows to kind of sets it off, gives it a pop factor. As you can see, I got one done. Now it's just a matter of rinse and repeat. I'm also going to take a router and take a little bit of ease over on the edges to make it so we don't get any splinters or anything. Obviously it's not furniture, so it doesn't have to be really super fine detailing, but I do want to round over the edges just to keep it so that we don't get splinters and makes it look just a little bit better. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right.
Got your call, we all heard it. Something's on downtown, and if I know you're right, you will take up the fight. The sun's down, we must hurry. It's all begun, don't wanna miss our chance to make it alright. Like we couldn't do last time.
Okay, so that pretty much does that for my portion of this little project. I got 2 of these. Nice little, see, 1, 2 of these nice design bracket things, not brackets, these nice design pieces to go on the end of the barn above the windows on a big hip roof barn. It's over 100 years old, probably 110 at least, maybe 120. Actually, I believe the barn was built around 1900, so that'd be 120 years. So got that done, sanded, cut out. My brother-in-law is going to paint it up and he can install it.